Well, now I don't know how to start this show.
Well, that's right where I want you.
Cause
Because
you made a bodily function. You coughed, and it was beautiful.
I don't know if it was beautiful.
And I thought we had started the show, and I was like, "Oh, that's."
I thought you were joking.
There's our start.
I'm not gonna lie. And then the more that time went on, I'm like, he's not joking.
Oh, I was.
Then I'm like, we're restarting, and then I thought you thought I was joking, and I'm like, I'm not joking.
No,
You're
there's
joking.
no.
There was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello and welcome.
Welcome to the Movement Podcast. You know who I am at this point. I'm Pete, and the man behind the curtain, the man who pushes the buttons, the man who records the coughing is Brady.
I am the great and powerful podcast editor. Pay no attention.
I like that little bit at the end.
And we had a vote.
Yes.
We had a vote.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a vote.
A Steven Spielberg vote.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, all film is subjective.
Sure.
And you can, an argument could be made for any director, right? Like Tommy Wiseau. For the most part, someone could say, hey, I think so-and-so is the greatest director of all time, and I would maybe not necessarily agree, but I wouldn't say, hey, no, you're crazy. I would be more like, fascinating. Tell me why you think so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Having said that, there is one name that when you talk about the greats of film making, seems to often appear on that list, rise to the top, and that's Steven Spielberg. Like Spielberg as a name, it's almost like the term blockbuster now. It has just, yes, it's just the man's last name, but I feel like someday, 50 years from now, when Steven Spielberg is long gone,
right,
there will be, it's not out of the question if someone makes an incredible film where someone will say, oh, the film coming out this summer is a real Spielberg. Like, it's possible.
Yeah. I mean,
possible.
It's possible. I don't know if that'll happen, but it's possible.
But it's just synonymous with good movies,
yes,
for the most part.
Yeah.
So there were 4 vote options.
There were. And so I think the 2 questions before we get into the 2 options that we always do.
Yeah.
I think the 2 questions for the listener are, and you started going into this a little bit, but question number 1, why are we doing Spielberg? And you went into it very applicably.
I don't know, because we didn't know what else to do.
And the second question that all the listeners were wondering is, what does the mom from E.T. do for a job? Because her sick digs being a single mom, like, holy Hannah.
I have so many questions about this film.
Like that's a nice house she has.
Yeah, I mean, she's divorced. So it's more of a question of, what does her ex-husband do? Right? She took the house.
I mean,
the kids.
I mean, in a forward progressive way, I'd like to think that she is like a strong, independent woman.
It's
not
the
to
80s.
say anything about alimony, and if you take it, you're not a strong, independent woman.
80s. She probably was.
She looks like a career woman, though.
Yeah.
Like she has to go to work to leave.
She's going to work.
Yeah.
She's going to work.
I guess my point is, it's in these movies, it's never like the single mom who has like a 1-bedroom house. Like same with Home Alone. Like Home Alone, what the heck does that family do for money? Because
there's a whole
big house, big mansion.
There's a whole rabbit trail you can go down online, theories about how Peter McAllister is a crime boss. Because how else do you explain his house and the fact that he's taking his brother and their family and everyone to friggin' Paris for
his
the
cheap
holidays.
old brother,
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so why did we do Spielberg? Yeah, like you said, it was just something to think of, something to do. And I found a tweet randomly. I wasn't searching this. I just came across it, and I thought this kind of encapsulates why we kind of did it. You hit it up first. I didn't bother writing it down, so it's either an ex-robot
Yeah.
or actually someone who wrote this.
Okay.
And I won't credit the person because I
sorry,
forget their handle.
X-robot as in a robot on the platform X.
Correct. Not used to be a robot.
Not
now
like
is something else.
Bicentennial Man where
Exactly.
where he was a robot and now
Is
he
not.
formerly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I again, if that Twitter X user is listening, I am not giving you credit because I forget your handle.
Right.
But just the essence of what they said was literally Spielberg kind of for a good couple decades, you could say. Whether it's 20 years, whether it's more, whatever, doesn't matter.
Yep.
For several decades, he was driving the culture of American cinema. And, and even though I will say, and this person said this and I agree, he was the epicenter in some ways. And even when he kind of is not anymore, because you'd admit right now he's not in his peak, he's not in his prime. Even though he's not in the scheme or in the prime that he once was, there are things that you realize when you watch films and when you watch cinema these days. You go, ooh, Spielberg definitely influenced this. Whether it's by nods, whether it's homage, whether it's just, hey, he was the first to do it so then other people could kind of be creative, be exploring new things. And I will just say, that dude literally had a blockbuster or two every decade, like a true blockbuster, not just like, okay, that was the blockbuster of his career. It was just every decade there was like two insane blockbusters.
Well, so can we take a look at this for a second?
Yeah,
because okay, so let's forego the 60s because he does have some stuff in the 60s.
But
arguably one of the most important ones. He did a short film called Amblin, which becomes the name of his production company.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
But so jumping into the 70s, you have Jaws.
Right.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yep.
And those are the two in the 70s that are kind of like massive.
Sure.
80s, you have Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Blockbuster.
E.T.
Blockbuster.
Temple of Doom. I don't know if you can count that because it's like a follow-up.
Yeah.
Empire of the Sun.
Yeah. Okay.
Last Crusade.
Mm-hmm. Blockbuster.
And that's kind of the 80s.
Yep.
In the 90s, you have Hook.
Not my favorite, but a blockbuster, I think.
Jurassic Park.
Definitely a blockbuster.
Schindler's List.
Oscar bait.
The Lost World. Like Jurassic Park 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan.
Definitely blockbuster.
And that's kind of the 90s.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Let's get into the 2000s. We have AI.
Okay.
Minority Report.
Mm.
Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
The Terminal. Which I really like. People shit on that film, but I think The Terminal's magnificent.
Yeah.
War of the Worlds.
Okay.
And Crystal Skull.
And he didn't direct that, though, did he?
Crystal Skull, he did.
He did.
He did. So that's the 2000s.
Yeah.
Now let's get into the 2010s.
Now this is just off the top of my head. If I was a gambling man, I'd say there's less. Not in a degrading way. I'm just saying
going into
less.
the 2010s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's write it out.
The Adventures of Tintin.
Oh yeah. Okay. I don't know if I'd say that's a blockbuster, but it's still definitely an iconic film.
War Horse.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Lincoln.
Now, if any of
with
these
Daniel Day-Lewis.
I haven't seen Lincoln. Would any of these three be blockbusters? Do you think?
I think Lincoln was.
Okay.
Bridge of Spies.
Yeah.
The BFG did really well. A lot of people really liked that film.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Post.
That one was acclaimed. Yep.
Ready Player One.
I'm gonna put up my hand here. I haven't seen it. Is it acclaimed?
So Ready Player One.
Yeah.
On Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
Has. Come on, internet.
Don't give up on
Come
me now.
on! It has a 72% tomato meter and a 77 audience score.
And it brought in $607 million at the box office.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
$607 million.
And listen, I'll say this. When you brought it up, I was scoffing at it. I'd say poo-pah. But looking that up, not saying money is the be-all and end-all.
Oh, Ready Player One is fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's the last decade. You know, like you're talking about still in their prime or still not in their prime. I mean, those films haven't had time to become classics.
Sure.
So let's jump into the last 4 years. West Side Story.
Yeah. Now, this is just my personal opinion. I think that trumps most of the things in the previous decade. But that's just my opinion.
The Fabelmans.
I'm really needing to see that.
Right? So those are, and then he's got...
Ooh, now just, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to double back, but Lincoln only had $275 million at the box office. So I don't know if it's deemed as a flub or not. I'm not too familiar.
So Lincoln, Rotten Tomatoes has a 80% audience score and a 90% critic score.
Okay, so it's appreciated.
Yeah. So I would say, like, if you want back-to-back, oh my gosh, it's the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
But I wouldn't say he's in his,
Sure.
Is he in the best decade he's ever had? No.
Decline is...
Is he declining?
That's maybe it's a misrepresentation of describing.
Yeah, I think maybe not.
Yeah.
Right? I think he's still one of the best.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. There's probably still a lot of people that you go, give him, interject his 2010s or his current decade into their career, and that's the best decade of their career.
Yep.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's iconic.
Yeah.
And that's why we're doing it.
So we have 4 options.
Yeah.
The Shark movie.
Sharknado.
And then the 3 Alien movies.
I forgot that there was that connection. I was hoping.
Yeah.
I was really hoping Close Encounters would win because I've seen E.T. and I really wanted to compare the two.
I have not seen Close Encounters.
Neither have I.
I have not seen
War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds.
I wanted to see that Tom Cruise angle too.
And I haven't seen Jaws.
E.T.
was the only one I've seen.
Hot take with Jaws. I've watched maybe the first quarter and I found it really slow and boring.
Oh, it's the 70s.
I couldn't finish
It's the 70s.
I just turned it off and did something else.
Yeah, it's the 70s.
Yeah.
So those were our 4 options. Mm-hmm. And E.T. won, and I need to ask you, and it's a little bit of a here's the okay, tangent on my tangent.
Yeah.
Do you think people dislike it? Do you think the listener dislikes it when I use big words?
I don't think so.
Well, because you're the big word guy.
I don't know.
And I'm the,
big words
jackass.
Ahoy. No,
and so
not.
I don't know. Well, no, but I'm the endearing jackass.
Okay. You're the Ryan Reynolds jackass.
So that in mind, my question, and this is a facetious one.
Sure.
Is this the first time we've reviewed E.T.?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. What do you mean?
And I knew that. But here's the thing.
Okay.
Recently, I've been going back through our catalog.
Oh, okay.
Right? And we've done so many damn episodes of this show.
That it starts to blend a little bit?
Not that it starts to blend, that I was going through and I would see stuff pop up on, like, I was seeing episodes that I was like, I have no memory. I have no memory. The 2 that stood out specifically that I had no memory of whatsoever. Super 8. I don't remember doing Super 8.
I do, yeah.
Right? Like, if you came to me tomorrow and you're like, I think we should do Super 8, I would go, I don't know why, but sure, we can.
I don't see a reason why not.
Yeah, I would never say, whoa, hold the phone, Pete. We've already done Super 8. And the other was Emperor's New Groove. I had no memory of doing Emperor's New Groove.
Okay,
See?
that one's thrown
See?
me for a loop, yeah.
I know. I'm like, what the hell is that? Emperor's New Groove?
Really?
I mean, I know I've seen it.
Of course.
But I have no memory of us sitting, and I'm sure if I, like, dove deeper through the catalog, I'd be like,
Interesting.
I don't remember this. I don't remember
Interesting.
doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many episodes over 5 years.
Things start to blend.
Yeah, over 5 years this week.
I wish I could remember the exact date. Well, it would be hard to pin it down because we've got, we're celebrating release date, we're celebrating recording date. I think we had an episode
think
that
you had to
we
do release
recorded.
date.
Yeah, I think so. We had one. I think we started on like SoundCloud of all things, and then we went to Podbean, and yeah.
Why did we leave SoundCloud? I think we left SoundCloud because we were like,
They didn't give us the TV deal we wanted.
we'd have to spend money to keep going.
Yeah.
We put one episode on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
We put one episode on SoundCloud May 26, 2019.
No way.
Yep. It was episode 1.
And there's like a specific number of downloads. It's like 100 downloads or something. That was like that first episode.
And it even has like our original bullshit logo
That
we thought was so good.
I still think it's good. I think I've got a T-shirt somewhere.
You have a hat.
A hat. That's what
You have
I've
a hat.
got. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think maybe I have a hat.
I gave you one. You've
Yes,
moved twice
with that logo.
with that logo.
I have it.
You've moved twice, so I don't know where it is.
No, I have it.
You got it?
I
Okay.
have it. Yeah. It's just I just don't like the logo.
I'll buy it off of you. I love that logo.
You buy it off of me. You can just have it.
I'll buy it off. We'll talk terms and
right.
conditions
All
after.
All right.
So anyway, yeah, we had E.T. won by a landslide.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Yep.
War of the Worlds was kind of dead on arrival.
Yep. Oh, it's Tom Cruise.
Close Encounters Third Kind had some reaction, but it wasn't a ton.
No.
And then
Jaws did okay.
Jaws was respectable. It wasn't a photo finish.
But I wonder how much of that is people who are genuinely passionate about Jaws, or how much of that is like, it's just Jaws.
yeah,
Right? And so people were like, well, I better vote for Jaws. Right? Like, I don't know.
They were like, podcast goes in the water,
Yeah.
shark in the water.
I don't know. Right?
So here we are with E.T.
So you have trivia.
I do. So listen,
I
son.
need, can I borrow your pen?
Of course.
Because, okay, as you asked me, sometimes what you don't know
Okay.
is sometimes.
Oh, you doodle.
Sometimes I doodle.
This is going to be problematic. I'm going to need a pen.
No, I'll give
we'll
you
go
the pen
and
back.
forth.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll give it. I just need it while I'm answering the question.
Yeah, I'm excited. So, okay, here's the ground rules.
Okay.
Rules and conditions do apply.
Oh, is this like okay? Like, hang on. Oh no,
Ah!
no.
Oh. Woo!
Okay,
Yeah, buckle up, son.
all right.
So,
This seems like serious trivia. Like, it's
very
not just like
serious.
one question and then you have
No,
some
no,
stupid
no.
fact to give me.
so the question is,
Okay.
in the third scene, how many leaves were on the tree?
Okay. Hang on.
Count them
Let
out.
me
Figure it out.
gotta draw the tree.
Was it an evergreen tree? No, the evergreen tree.
Oh.
It was a trick question. It's pine needles, not leaves. That is the worst tree I've ever seen. Like, what is that?
Just
I'm going to stay. Okay. So, first, some backstory. For those who've just tuned in who don't know who we are, but they love ET, and that's how they found our podcast.
yeah.
The returning
For those
listener.
hoping to be probed.
The returning listener will know. But we recently had a trivia episode where Brady just came out guns a-blazing. And I asked these questions, and the more we asked, the more he got. And by the end, I wasn't being bitter. I was just thinking this trivia is not seeming that great, that he is getting question after question right. And he came near perfect. You'll have to listen to the episode to find out if he got them all or not. But
He did.
he did. Spoiler alert. Kudos to you, by the way. So that fueled this a little bit. So it was kind of the perfect storm of I'm passionate about some of these films, and I really want to just find something that might challenge you. So how it's going to work is I'm going to recite a
You have
lot.
17 questions?
There's 17 questions.
God.
So
Okay.
how it works...
I thought we were reviewing ET this episode, but
We are.
we're doing.
So, some ground rules. I'm going
Okay.
to set a timer for each question.
How long's the timer?
10 seconds. So you've got the pressure of we can break down after if there's something you want to
Okay.
discuss after.
All
So
right.
like it's more just about pacing, keeping things going, but we can talk about each one. but you have to come up with an answer within 10 seconds. How it's going to work is I'm going to recite a line, and you have to figure out what Steven Spielberg movie this line is from.
Oh my god. Okay.
From 17 different movies.
They're all different?
Different movies, all Steven Spielberg.
So I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to get a queen sweep because I don't know for sure that I've seen 17 Steven Spielberg films.
I believe in you, and I'm
are
not
these
just...
okay?
Yeah.
But are these at least like? Is it like, hey, your phone is ringing, or is it like, or are they lines that are like?
Some of them should be pretty recognizable.
Okay,
but to be honest, some of them I went through and I had 2 or 3 options. I'm going with the harder ones, just because you got a perfect on that other.
Yeah, well, I
got to challenge you.
Drunk. I don't. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where to start here, but let's just get it going. Let's start it on this puppy right here. Okay.
I'm keeping that cough in.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
I like to be in America. Okay, baby, America. Everything free in America for a small fee in America.
Is that an Indiana Jones film?
No.
No, I have no idea.
West Side Story.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I'm writing them down.
Yeah.
So that
actually, and you can keep
I can
track.
Cross them off.
Put a little X so that we know that one was wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Next question. Do you ever feel like you're just living in an airport?
Terminal.
Boom. So there you go. There you go. See, you got one.
I mean, it's a movie about a guy that lives in an airport.
Okay. You're going to need a bigger boat.
Jaws?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen Jaws, but
yeah.
A movie about a shark, water,
the
boat.
Hey, kid, would you like a Hershey bar? Oh, yes, please. So would I, kid. You got one?
Oh. I don't know. Is that an Indiana Jones film?
No.
Should I be allowed to have a list of Spielberg films in front of me?
I'm open to it, but you can have it open, but I feel like you can have it open, but you still have to do the 10-second rule. So come up.
I feel like I'm past the 10 seconds.
Think of young Christian Bale and Ben Stiller.
Okay. And Ben Stiller?
Yeah.
Ben Stiller's in
Empire
of the Sun?
Yeah, he plays kind of a dick.
How old would Ben Stiller be at that point?
I don't know. Empire. How old is Ben Stiller?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
He plays Dainty. How old is Ben Stiller? He was born in 1965. So he's almost 60, so I guess he would have been like, what, 30 then? No, 25. 25-ish. Anyway, yeah, that was Empire of the Sun.
I have not seen that in a very long time.
Neither have I. I've been curious to rewatch it. Okay. Here's one. Okay. You ready?
Yep.
No time to argue. Throw me the idol. I'll throw you the whip.
Indiana Jones. The Temple of Doom.
No! I'll give it to you. It's Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Is it really?
It is.
That's interesting because in Temple of Doom, it's actually more of an idol that they're after, isn't it?
So in the beginning of Raiders, they're after that little golden idol. That's like the little preamble adventure that,
Shall I get that one, though?
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
I'm a generous
I think so.
co-host.
Yep.
All right, here's the next one.
Okay.
Be good.
What? Be good?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Be good.
Oh, E.T.
Yeah.
Right, as
they're all they're all tearful and saying goodbye.
Saying goodbye.
Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, here we go. He chose poorly.
He chose poorly. He chose poorly. Chose poorly.
Think a cup. Think a night.
Crusade? Last Crusade?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm probably not going to give that one to you because I had to spoon feed it. But
It's been a long. I mean, it hasn't been as long since I've seen that one, but also those can start to blend.
Yeah.
Together.
Okay. Let's go with. Yeah, but John, if the Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down, the pirates don't eat
Jurassic
the tourists. Yep. Oh yeah. Where did they go?
Hang on, I'm still writing this one down.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Where did they go? Space? Not into space. Into the space between spaces.
Is that War of the Worlds?
No.
Close Encounters?
No. But you were close in concept. It's Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh my gosh.
And for spoiler alerts, it's about aliens. Which I'm now noticing a theme with Steven Spielberg as we talk about this. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, Carl, stop that. Billions of blistering barnacles.
See, I would guess that's Jaws, but barnacles. Billions of blistering barnacles.
Mm-hmm.
Billions of blistering barnacles. I don't know. Tintin?
Yes. I'll give that to you because that was within 10 seconds and you figured it out.
Those are the rules.
All right.
That's literally the only
Parameters
prerequisite.
All right. 2 little mice fall in a bucket of cream. The first mouse quickly gave up and drowned. The second mouse wouldn't quit. He struggled so hard that he eventually churned that cream into butter and crawled out. Gentlemen, as of this moment, I am that mouse.
Did I catch me if you can?
Yes. I can't do Christopher Walken impression.
You know.
2 little mice fell in a bucket of cream.
Catch me if you can. It's just the only reason I knew that one is not because I knew it, but because it sounded obsessive and determined, which Tom Hanks' character is.
Well, that's not Tom Hanks.
Okay, but still, that's how I
fair enough.
Got it.
Don't worry, I'm not making the same mistakes again. No,
you're making all new mistakes.
You're making all new.
You're
ones.
all making all new mistakes. That's Lost World.
Yeah. Ian Hammond for the win.
Ian Malcolm.
Ian Malcolm. Where's it? John Hammond. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. What is Shankara? Fortune and glory, kid. Fortune and glory.
Doom? Temple of Doom?
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah! That's awesome. Good for you.
Because that was the City of Gold, right?
No, it was... that was the one with the idols and the magical rocks.
Oh, okay.
And
wow.
Indiana Jones goes for fortune and comes back being a hero.
Right. As do we all.
As we all do. Lost. Lost what?
Hook.
I've lost my marbles. Yep, there's a look. Let me just see here. Stern, if this factory ever produces a shell that can actually be fired, I'll be very unhappy.
Something militaristic, but I don't think that's Saving Private Ryan, but that's the only one I can know. Schindler's List?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it still.
Okay.
Schindler's...
Spoiler alert, very serious,
List.
very sad.
Yep.
Where's one? Okay, here we go. This old beach has been pre-sighted. If you stay here, you're a dead man.
That's Private Ryan.
Yeah. That's Tom Hanks, to be specific.
That is the second best World War II film.
I saw a clip from what's that other movie even called?
Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, it's adequate, but
It's so good.
it's not iconic.
It is.
It
is in my house.
Listen, I'm not saying it's a bad movie because I watched it. It
Mel
was very
Gibson.
interesting. It was very interesting.
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn was in it
Yeah,
too.
Vince
right?
Vaughn, Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. I'm not saying it's not good.
That other guy?
I'm just saying GIs didn't go into that movie walking out with like PTSD inducing stress going, wow, that was the most realistic movie I've ever seen.
No, because they were all dead when it came out.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
I mean, so I'm trying to do the math. 2016. It came out in 2016, right?
I don't know.
Minus 1944. So 72 years between D-Day and when that movie came out. So if someone
and
was
they were
like
all
20...
yeah, but for the most part, they were all like, okay, so yeah, how many 92-year-old vets do you think went to go see Hacksaw Ridge?
Some? I don't know.
Uh-huh. Okay, moving on.
How many were... Was it one more? Okay, I got to find the one more that we did not do. Oh, I don't think you're going to get this one.
I
This
don't
is
think so
pretty
either,
niche,
because I
pretty
think I've
niche.
gotten most of the ones that are
would know.
ones that I would know.
Why'd you catch that? Because it was going to fall? You're certain? Yeah. But it didn't fall. You caught it. The fact that you prevented it from happening doesn't change the fact that it was going to happen.
It's one of two.
Okay.
It's either Minority Report or it's AI.
I'll give you it because you said it first. Minority Report.
Okay.
My next clue was going to be continuing the line and saying, but Scientology.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 out of 17.
13 out of 17.
So I got 4 wrong.
76%. That's pretty good.
Okay,
Very good.
that's a pass.
That's more than a pass in my books.
I might not have gotten beaten up at home for that report card. Was that grim?
don't
That was
know.
grim. Okay, initial impressions time.
Okay.
Okay. Been a very long time, probably 20 years at least, since I had seen E.T., which is a shame. And it's one of the things that I love about this podcast is that these are films that, there are certain movies that you've seen and are iconic and are up on the Mount Rushmore of iconic films, like E.T.,
Yeah.
that you just never get around to rewatching, right? And E.T. was one of those films.
Sure.
At least that happens to me and did happen to me, and that was E.T. It's iconic. I will say this feels like an important disclaimer, a little asterisk. The version that I watched was the 2022 40th anniversary remastered version.
2022. Okay. Yeah.
And so in that, there has been some CGI touch-up.
Yeah. There have been.
E.T.'s irises move now. He blinks. His eyelids, like, he's got some CGI on him. His hands, you see some veins that are, like, moving in his hands a little bit. Like, like pumping blood.
Yeah.
It's still iconic. I can't decide where I land in terms of whether those improvements are good improvements or not. They're not necessary improvements.
Yeah, that's where I would stand.
But I think it was more immersive as a result.
Yep.
It was more convincing that this was a living creature. And I have not decided yet, and this is something we can unpack. I haven't decided whether or not E.T., the character, is evil or not.
Oh, dang. Hot, spicy take.
But we can unpack that.
Man.
And but all in all, it's E.T., man. It's iconic, and it's iconic for a reason.
Listen, if we can't back that up, I'll be disappointed. But
We will. We will
That
unpack that.
is some spicy salsa.
Yeah.
I just dipped the chip thinking like, oh, here's the mild salsa bowl. And that wasn't. That was the spicy bowl.
No.
My mistake. I'm like, I need a cup of milk here.
He's not just a everything's all wonderful, there's no problems with E.T. kind of character. So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
My initial impression, my emotional response was a little disappointed that it won.
Okay.
And I already said this before.
Yep.
Like, I really wanted to watch Close Encounters.
Yeah.
I'm curious more about, like, to me, it seems a bit more niche, a little bit less known. And I was curious how it would compare to E.T. because I've seen E.T. a long time ago. So I wasn't that excited.
Oh, it's old. 77.
Yeah. But I did warm up. And how can you not warm up to E.T.?
Richard Dreyfuss.
I think it basically came down to, it's not my favorite movie, but game recognizes game. There's a lot of things that I go, wow, like the cuts that they're using, the soundtrack that they're using, the story elements
John
that
Williams.
they're using. Oh my gosh. I think I know what I'm driving home to. Is that soundtrack. I think it's nuts. Spielberg goes straight from this family-friendly, warm, fuzzy movie into Temple of Doom to which this day people are shocked with how dark it was and how insane it was. Like, there's like human sacrifices. It's very.
Oh, I did Twilight Zone the movie in between.
Is there in between?
Yep.
Okay. Was that a made-for-TV movie or like a feature film?
It has Dan Aykroyd in it.
Okay.
And Albert Brooks.
I feel like it's made for TV, but I don't actually know. I feel like his next motion picture was Temple of Doom. Regardless, I just do think it's wild he went from this to a short period of time later, Temple of Doom, which was all kinds of craziness. All kinds of craziness at the time being PG-13. Anyway, it's an interesting movie. It's iconic. Game recognizes game. I get why it's iconic, and I think it's a good film. And yeah, I hadn't seen it in a while, but I'm not disappointed that I had seen it this last week.
It's commendable.
Yeah. How can we just get in? Let's break down your spicy take first thing, because I just want to break that down.
Sorry, I'm just looking up. No, it was in the theaters.
Dang.
Yeah, it had a budget of $10 million and it grossed $42 million.
It's decent.
Yeah, for 1983. Okay, my hot take. I mean, okay.
And he had actually never mind, because I guess there was a few things in between. Because I'm looking, you're right. Twilight Zone was there, and Poltergeist.
Why is Poltergeist not showing up on my?
Yeah, I guess. Oh,
list?
So it says he didn't direct it. He said he produced it.
What, Poltergeist?
Apparently.
Wait a second. Really?
It says screenplay by Steven Spielberg, story by Steven Spielberg,
Directed by Tobe Hooper.
I don't know anything about this dynamic, but like, is this a case where like he was really calling the shots? And
I would imagine he was heavily involved.
That's interesting. Okay, so Temple, there was a lot of stuff between Temple and Doom in this, but I still find it interesting. And I do find that interesting too, because I heard some interesting comparisons between E.T. and Poltergeist, in that E.T. is the story of the American dream, and Poltergeist is the story of the American nightmare.
Yeah. That's
in a way.
That's adequate. I mean, I don't know that.
Have you seen Poltergeist?
Oh, I love Poltergeist.
Right, you've told me to watch
many
it
times.
Do you think my stomach could handle it? Like, is
100%.
it super creepy?
No. It's.
Okay.
I would say it is a supernatural thriller.
Oh, okay.
Do
you think Carl, and I don't mean this in a rude way, I'm just gauging, could Carl handle Poltergeist?
Much more than the films I've been having him watch. But Poltergeist is on it is on the list of things that I can make him watch.
Oh, wow.
So if that comes about,
I think I might have to come over.
I'll give you lots of notice.
Yeah.
And you can call in sick the next. Take one of your sick days.
I think I would join for that
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So E.T. villain, evil guy.
Mr. Keys.
Listen, he is okay. Yeah, we'll get into that. Stupid. Okay. So thank you for reminding me of the bullshit that is the character Keys.
What? I have to say, you have a lot more interesting upset takes than I thought. Like, for some reason, I just assumed this was a beloved, cherished movie that you watch like every Christmas.
I thought it was beloved as well.
Wow.
Not a frequent rewatch.
Yeah.
And no, it is still good, but there are some issues. Okay, so E.T., right? Left behind by accident, not his fault, right? The family had to run. Now, little weird that I don't know if they didn't notice that he wasn't there until he phoned home. I don't know if they noticed that he wasn't there but thought that, like, I don't know why it took him phoning home for them to come back.
I mean, that is a very interesting point. It's like, did they literally like unpack all their luggage and go, oh,
yeah,
E.T.'s gone.
It's well.
Do you remember where we left?
Yeah, Kevin. Like, I don't know what. But that aside, E.T. Loves Elliot. He's curious. He's helpful in a lot of situations. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that nobody talks about when they talk about the film E.T.
Okay.
Yes, there's something really nice and sweet about the relationship, the friendship between E.T. and Elliot. But there's also a connection between E.T. and Elliot. And what people don't talk about is that E.T. is a parasite.
Well,
because he arrives.
I don't think it's that simple, but continue.
And forms a bond that is clearly something that biologically his species is capable of, of forming some sort of telepathic, biological, like,
bridge or
symbiosis with something else, and he becomes a symbiote. Because he's a symbiote. He's a symbiotic parasite. Because when E.T., who, whether it's poor atmosphere, whether E.T. doesn't have he's been chowing down on beer and Reese's Pieces, or it's like whatever it is, E.T.'s not doing well. E.T.'s getting sick. E.T. doesn't belong here. And as E.T. gets sick and starts dying, Elliot starts dying.
But that's fundamentally different than a parasite. Like,
how?
Because he's not thriving at Elliot's expense.
Okay, so he's not.
It's a connection.
He's a symbiote. It's a symbiotic relationship. If one dies, the other dies.
Yeah,
if E.T. dies, Elliot dies.
You can say that about like someone's 90-year-old grandma. If the grandpa dies, grandma's heartbroken and she dies the next day.
Yeah, but that's different.
Doesn't make him a parasite.
No, that's different. Because they chose to get married and they lived their life together. And
Elliot chose to bring E.T. into the house.
And one dies. Okay, because he's like a 10-year-old kid. But it's still, there is something biological going on there. Whereas, if E.T., Elliot's sitting in school and E.T. decides he's going to have a kegger, and now Elliot's drunk at school.
Yeah. I think that maybe this is not the point you're making. I think the thing that I'm picking up on is I think I'm morally okay with it. Like a parasite or some type of organism that feasts or preys on someone. It's preying on someone. With this, it's not preying on him. Like, the worst that he was doing was saying, hey, let these frogs go because we don't want to murder them. And I'm like, hey, that's fair. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
sure,
there is zero benefit throughout this entire film. There's no growth. There's no reward. There's nothing for Elliot. For Elliot. E.T. reaps all the benefits.
Not necessarily.
E.T.'s the one with the character arc.
Yeah, he is.
How is Elliot better off at the end of this film than he was at the beginning?
Because he had someone who actually gave a crap about him.
His mom cared about him.
Yes, but like a stressed out, I barely have time to brush my hair, kind of like I don't have time for you. His brother was like...
They bond over this.
Yes. I think he's much better over this as a result of this because he had a friend in E.T.
But he still didn't make out as well as Elliot. Like, E.T. is a friggin' leech.
He's not.
He is. He's a
not.
freeloading.
He's not. He's not benefiting.
He didn't pay rent.
In any way.
Okay. E.T. benefits.
But, like, he's not predatory on other organisms.
I don't think he's... And here's the thing. I don't think it's an intentional... Like, at no point... Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
Clearly, E.T. doesn't mean Elliot any harm.
Yes. We could agree. Okay.
But I still think it's safe to assume that the connection between them was a conscious thing that E.T. did.
Conscious? I guess.
I think he made that connection between them.
But, like, is it a choice he made of, like, this is the road you're going to go down, you're going to be going down Death Alley with me?
But then break the connection. Save the kid.
Maybe it's not that simple. Maybe we don't know the rules to this.
But then he shouldn't have made the connection in the first place. Like,
so
what
then
was the benefit?
What was the benefit of the connection? Off, should he just off himself?
But what was the benefit of the connection?
Yeah.
Why do it?
I don't know.
Why do it? So there's something about E.T. Like,
well, the benefit is Elliot helps him, and he helped Elliot. At its core, that's what happened.
Uh-huh.
Not physically. He didn't physically help Elliot.
He got Elliot drunk and almost killed him.
But emotionally,
that is what
friends.
happens in this film.
But he had a friend, and they had fun doing it, so it's all good.
And Keys, which is the official name for the character. It's
actually
a stupid name.
Why?
For the character.
I think it's brilliant.
Okay, but here's the thing: the first 2 acts of this film only show you this guy's keys.
There's a lot of aspects, like there's a lot of angles that I think you're bringing this up, and I think it's a good point to bring up. I think a lot of these angles are super fun because they're smart, because they show the angle of, like, I guess, a child's perspective. So Elliot, you see, the keys. That's all E.T. would see. He wouldn't see the guy's face. Or even when it's at their home, you see the back of the mom's head, or like from the neck down of the mom's head. So you see it from the child's perspective, E.T.'s perspective. Okay. And so that leads into just, we don't need to see what his face is. We don't need to see who he is.
But then we do.
He's Mr. Keys. I think that I would almost prefer
they abandon that.
I agree. I think it would be better if from beginning to end because they gave him some relatability of, like, oh, he's not really bloodthirsty or anything. He's actually just a grown-up version of Elliot who was curious and wanted to know what happened. I agree. I'd rather keep him the keys the whole time, make him a faceless villain, and make us hate him. Because you could do that really well.
But they're clearly, like, with the music that's playing every time he walks into a shot and all you can see is his keys, they're clearly teasing this to be someone or something, or like he's a big deal. Mm-hmm. And then finally the reveal happens. And it's not a reveal because he's just a character. He's just
a guy.
And I think everyone who's watching this, either for the first time or for the first time in a long time and doesn't remember all of the details, has the exact same thought. And that thought is, holy shit, it's Elliot's dad. That the guy that we're talking about, that is brought up several times, Elliot's father's off in Mexico. He's off wherever.
I've never thought about that.
Really?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because I thought it, Brienne thought it.
So you were thinking
most of Reddit thinks
that was his dad coming back.
But I'm not alone. A lot of Reddit thinks this,
that's
right?
An interesting
and so
thought.
It's like, maybe dad's a G-man, and maybe he's not in Mexico. Maybe he's in New Mexico, and maybe it's maybe there's some secrecy around his job and blah blah blah, and the fact that we're not seeing his face. I mean, we still wouldn't know, because the options are two. The options are either it's Elliot's dad, or holy shit, it pans up and it's Tom Selleck, or it's Sean Connery, or it's whatever. But it wasn't. It was who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
And who cares by the end? Right? And then I mean, you laugh at the Sean Connery thing, but there is no way when this film ends and you have Elliot and his family and Keys standing there seeing E.T. off, right? I don't know what's happened to the rest of the authorities at this point. They're lagging. But they're standing there. They got there's no rush. We have all the time in the world to say goodbye at this point. He's standing there. standing next to Elliot's mom. There is no way that Keys and Elliot's mom aren't having sex that night because they have shared this like crazy life-changing experience, and that is going to become Elliot's stepfather.
I could give you 3 reasons why.
Why? Because what you think? What do you think happens? You think this ends?
I'm just telling you, them all going home with 3 kids. There's no way they're having intercourse that night.
You think that then they go to his place, or like you think that they see E.T. off, right? And this crazy life changing, the proof that there's extraterrestrial life, and there's the spaceship, and it goes off, and it goes. Well, folks, it's been nice.
I'm sure they could spend
Goodbye.
time talking. Doesn't mean they're going to be romantic partners.
Dude, E.T.'s mom, Elliot's mom and Keys are having breakfast together tomorrow.
You don't know that. That's a stretch.
That's happening.
No, I tell you they're not. Because have you seen how much crap is in their house? And there's like 70 people there. There's nothing going on.
There's probably a door on her bedroom, though.
We hope. Okay. Wow, that's not where I thought we would start off this episode. What are some things that you think are good?
I'm just Googling, does Keys have sex with Elliot's mom?
Ask chat GBT. What do you find it out?
Not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Some things that are good. I mean,
that was your hot take, right?
That's both of them.
Yeah.
Keys as a character and the reveal and all the teasing that they do.
That's an interesting one.
It's bullshit.
I think that's interesting. I've never considered that.
It's bullshit.
That'd be interesting.
It's a dumb reveal.
Yeah.
And then 2, there's a lot of issues with the connection between Elliot and E.T. because it's a connection that, like, Elliot is a innocent kid minding his own business, eating pizza.
Not eating pizza, stepping on pizza.
Well, but you know what I mean, right? Living his life,
Yeah.
Star Wars figurines and whatever, and then all of a sudden, this being from another planet is threatening threatening Elliot's life, almost kills him just because he decides to latch on to Elliot's life force or whatever. It's questionable. There's some sketchy shit. Good things. Soundtrack.
Before you go into soundtrack, 2 things I'll say that I think are not hot takes, but just I have to say. I find Elliot to be somewhat of a whiny female dog.
That is both degrading and sexist.
I wrote down a different word on here, but I do find him a little whiny and complaining.
I mean, I don't know. I can't really comment on that because have you ever seen this kid's audition tape?
I have not.
So I will show it to you afterwards.
Okay.
It's him sitting without a script. He's like 9 years old or whatever he is.
Yeah.
It's him sitting without a script in a room. Cameras on him. They're improving a scene. Someone's playing the role of one of the government people, explaining to Elliot why they have to take E.T. away, and they just sort of improvise this scene, and the clip ends with the voice of Spielberg saying, "Okay, kid, you got the part." Right?
Geez.
Like he's.
Wow.
I think he's phenomenal in this for being an actor.
Yeah.
For being a young child actor.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He got on my nerves at times.
Okay.
Yeah. The other thing that I think is cool, and then I'll let you continue.
But I mean, all children get on your nerves, right?
That's not true. I think it's cool that, like in most movie scenarios, if you used a copyrighted character or item, you'd have to follow the proper legal channels of, okay, we have to contact their representative, their representative contacts ours, we get the paperwork, we do this, we have a signing, this is how you can use it, this is how you do this.
Dear Jim Henson Company, we would like to put a meth pipe in Elmo's hands.
I think it's kind of, I think it's kind of cool that I'm assuming, and that it's a physical possibility, that in this case, to use the Star Wars action figures, it was literally Spielberg like picking up the phone, being like, "Hey George, can I use this?" And George being like, "Yep." And then they hug up the phone.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a whole thing behind that, right?
Sure.
Because in Phantom Menace, in the not the council, the Senate, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
E.T.'s race is canon, is Star Wars canon.
Yeah.
And there is, I mean, at the time, it was probably just E.T. seeing what he thought was another alien. But when E.T. is out trick-or-treating with Elliot and he sees a kid dressed up as Yoda,
Right. Yeah.
he starts wandering towards it saying, home, 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 right? And so it was so now, especially with E.T.'s race being canon in Star Wars,
Right.
there is that, no, this wasn't just E.T. seeing another, what looked like another alien. This was E.T. seeing a species he recognizes.
Right.
Right? And so,
The plot thickens.
there's that, right? When Elliot's showing like, oh, and this is Greedo, E.T.'s like,
Son of a bitch.
yeah, it's just freaking Greedo. Right? Oh, well. Wookie. Right? Like, I know that Greedo's not. I was moving on to a different character.
Yeah.
People in the comments, calm down. Greedo's not a Wookiee.
He shot first.
Mom, can I have more pizza pops? Right. Okay, fine. But yes, I think that is probably
How it went
all
down.
it was, right?
Yeah. The 1970s or the 1980s equivalent of like a little text.
Yeah. And I mean, people do it all the time, and I don't always know what, like in the Star Trek film, the first, like the Chris Pine Star Trek.
Yep.
There's like an there's some sort of explosion or something, and you see debris flying by in space. And if you look closely, some of that debris flying, there's an astromech. There's like an R2D2 flying by in that.
Interesting.
Right? R2D2 and C3PO are hieroglyphics in one of the Indiana Jones caves.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So it's stuff like that. Now, I mean, George was directly involved with Indiana Jones as well.
Right.
Right? That was sort of
The passion project or whatever you'd
lover's
call it.
quarrel. But yeah.
So I think you're about to start talking
So
about the soundtrack.
the sound, you wanted to know some positive things. I mean, the soundtrack is phenomenal, right? It's
so incredible.
It's John
I
Williams.
think I forgot how good it was.
Like it's great.
There's sequences that start dramatic or start with intensity and then go to that whimsicalness, and it's just truly like, it's not just in the spectrum of the movie that it's a roller coaster. Like sometimes in a scene, it's this roller coaster of like you feeling low and then you feel high and then you go back down. Like it's crazy.
Yep. Yeah. So that's good. I mean, I think for the most part the dialogue is good.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the acting is good.
I like Drew I will say Drew Barrymore I liked more than Elliot.
Really, Gertie?
Yeah.
Little Gertie?
I mean, maybe she has a more limited role.
Yeah, she didn't
So
have
it's hard.
a lot
apples
of
and oranges.
impressing to do. But
Yeah.
and then the CGI enhancements that I had in the version I watched aside, the character design and the animatronics for E.T. is wonderful.
It is.
Right. It's cutting edge for the time it came out.
Yep.
In a lot of instances, it actually still holds up.
Yeah, I think so.
Right. So yeah, and I mean, it's just a good, fun family flick.
Yep.
I do find I remembered this as like from my time watching it as a child, and it sort of rang true this time as well. I do think that the film kind of finds a little bit of a lull in a moment that is supposed to be a big dramatic time, which is literally the whole time that the house is wrapped up in all the government tape and stuff like that.
Yeah.
With all the operating table
Yeah.
stuff and all whatever. I find it gets a little dry, gets a little boring,
I think so,
which is
too.
weird because that's like E.T. dies and there's all this.
It should be heartbreaking.
It should be huge.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just kind of boring.
Yeah. You're right. It kind of hits a lull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, other than the big laundry list of things that I have an issue with, I think it's great. It's E.T. It's E.T.
Yeah, I would echo most of what you said. I think the only things I would add is I think I liked E.T. as a whole a lot more than you did, like the person or
the character.
The character. There's something about his childlike characteristics that I found just super endearing. Like, I liked how he's nonverbal. I found him kind and benevolent. Maybe that's open to interpretation. And I just found he had this kind of innocence to him. So I just found it really worked for me. And I just really got him. And when he makes Elliot sick too, I don't care about Elliot. I just don't. So anyway, I found
You're
him.
like, yes, kill the whiny kid.
I honestly, there's something just about him that I found enduring. Just munching on those M&Ms. And you know what? Just as a filmmaking technique, I just thought there were a lot of things that I liked the keys element. I agree. Don't show us his face ever, or if it is, have some significant payoff versus just a dude.
Yeah, make it like Harrison Ford or like some
and you know that,
incredible
right?
huge.
You know about that?
No.
It's not in the movie, but there was a shot or a scene shot that had Harrison Ford. He was the principal when Elliot got in trouble and the mom had to go pick him up from school, and he was doing Harrison
and
Ford
they filmed
things.
it?
They filmed it. I don't think they actually had his face. It was just his voice and his hands.
Who cuts Harrison Ford?
Steven Spielberg, apparently.
Yeah, that's if anyone can.
Steven Spielberg. But anyway, it just as a filmmaking techniques, I love how they use shadows in this movie. I love how they do, you see, instead of showing us these investigators investigating, they show us the unraveling of the extension cord and shadows and silhouettes so that our imaginations fill in the blanks of what are they probing, what are they doing. I just thought there was just the filmmaking techniques that feed into the kind of the mystery of things and the keys as well. I think that's great. I agree. I think just keep it a mystery the whole time. We don't need to know who this guy is. Keep our base characters down to who we need to have. Well,
and the thing about the shadows and the lighting in general is there is something about, quality aside, music aside, E.T. looks like a Spielberg film. Right? Like there's something about the way that he light scenes, frame shots, dresses up characters, the color correction that's done, like whatever it is, there's a look to a Spielberg film, especially from the 80s and 90s. There's a look and a feel to, like you're hanging out in the closet, that E.T. hangs out in and has the little lamp on, and there's all these shadows being cast and stuff like that. It reminds me very much of scenes from Hook, right, up in the nursery. And it reminds me of, like, there's just a lot of, E.T. running through the bushes at the beginning through the long grass. You could very easily show that to someone without any context, and they might think it's something from Jurassic Park.
Right.
Like because it looks and feels like a Spielberg film. So
the only other thing I have to say, and I'm not here to sing this movie's praises. We'll talk about that when we score this movie. Like, it's not a cherished movie of mine. It's not the best movie I've ever seen. I think it's iconic, and there's a lot of incredible things about it.
I mean, it'll be a big day on the podcast when you go, this is the best movie I've ever seen. Because I don't think that's ever happened. That's never happened.
We've reviewed movies that I think are the top movie, like some of my top movies.
Okay.
But I maybe just didn't say those exact words.
Return of the King, greatest film you've ever seen.
Two
Towers,
Towers.
greatest film you've ever seen.
La La Land.
Ugh.
Great Gatsby. I think I lost my train of thought. And I'm sure there was something I was going to say. Oh, I know what it is. I think it's just that we went through these decades of Spielberg, and it's, he's all these other films overshadow E.T.
Yeah.
And I think
we did cover some Spielberg films while we were going back through. We've done Hook. We've done
and I think it's
Jurassic Park.
I think just when you look at all this filmography, I think it's almost a discredit to E.T. because I watch E.T. and I intellectually go, yeah, these things are good.
Yeah.
But it's not Jurassic Park, but it's not this. It's not Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Right.
It's not all these iconic things that I cherish more, that I think are better, that were more iconic. And so, again, when I look at it intellectually, E.T. is a really good movie. But anyway, the long-winded thing is, I thought this was super interesting. At the time, Robert Ebert said, and I quote, "When I saw this movie, I felt the way that I'm sure people felt when they saw The Wizard of Oz for the first time. I felt as if I was introduced to a magical movie, a movie that is going to last for years and years and years and be treasured by one generation after the next." And I think
it has been.
And that has been. Like, I heard that quote, and it was literally a clip from the 1980s, and I'm like, that clip is accurate.
Yeah.
E.T.'s not my favorite. It's not even in my top 5 Spielberg. But that is an accurate statement. Like, this movie has been cherished by many.
Yeah.
It's from one generation to the next. It's just like the torch has been passed on. And it's still a really interesting film.
Yeah, for sure. My mom tells a fun story because my mom saw it in the theaters.
That's cool.
And my mom tells a fun story about how I think she saw it several times in the theater, which seems like a
big deal.
In the 80s?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't, maybe that was a big thing back then too, but, and how everybody in the theater, like everybody was eating Reese's Pieces.
Oh,
because
nice.
that was the big, because E.T. had them and E.T. ate them. And that was,
Yeah.
So, and it's interesting. Yeah. You look back to those films and I'm sure that, like Steven Spielberg was always cutting edge in his filmmaking. And so it would be interesting to be sitting in that theater in 82 with the sensibilities that people had about the world and film and whatever in 1982. And I'm sure that what came up on that screen, people couldn't believe what they were looking at.
Right.
Right? Like it was much like with Jurassic Park. Some of the effects we would look back on now and go, but then it was absolutely realistic, right? Because no one had ever seen anything like that. They didn't know, they couldn't understand what they were looking at.
Right.
So,
Stranger Things spoiler here. But I obviously remember the bicycle scene in Stranger Things. And obviously, like, it's a big tip of the cap.
ripped off, yeah.
Yeah. In the Stranger Things, quick spoiler here for Stranger Things who haven't seen
but it's
season
season
1.
one.
Skip 20 seconds if you're
No,
really upset.
it's
whatever. Do they fly in their bicycles in Stranger Things? I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I think 11 makes them float, right?
I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I wondered if they did. Which would make sense.
Yeah.
But
because a lot of Stranger Things feels very Spielbergy. Like very Spielbergy. So.
Yeah.
Is it that time?
I think so.
Scale of 0 to 10, sir. How would you rank or rate or rake or rank? But as in rank, as in like that's totally rank. E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
I think I gave it a 7.
Okay.
It's good.
That's great.
And it's good. That's why, I already just said this, but it's not the best of Spielberg. It's not my favorite movie, but just for all these intellectual reasons when we talk about them, the soundtrack, what it did at the time, the emotional response of this individual being, I think you have to say it's good. It's no higher than a 7 for sure for me, but I don't think I could give it any lower, so I gave it a 7 out of 10.
I feel like we need to come up with a word for each number. And everything that's
a different word.
What do you know what I mean? Like, so for instance, One would be garbage.
It gets complicated to remember, though.
Right, and 10 is obviously perfect.
Perfection.
I would say that 4 would be disappointing.
Yeah.
Disappointing. And 8 would be amazing.
Mm-hmm. You're not going to go through all the numbers, are you?
9 would be near perfect.
What would you give E.T. out of these numbers?
Well, this is going to help me inform that.
Do it on your own time.
6 would be good. 7 would be
6
great.
6 would be good? I don't know. 6 is a shade above the midway point of 5. I don't think that should be good. Like
5 is meh.
Yeah, so you're going to say 1 above meh is good?
Well, what's between meh and good?
Decent.
It's good. Yeah, it's decent.
I guess.
Um,
Splitting hairs here. What would you give E.T.?
I give it an 8. I give it an 8.
Yeah.
It's got, I find a lot of fault in it, but that is my fault.
Yeah.
That
no pun intended.
That is my picking apart and trying to overanalyze something that ought not to be picked apart and overanalyzed. It's E.T.
Yep.
It's got a great soundtrack. It's iconic. It's fun. It's just pretty to look at.
It kind of is.
And it's a good time, and it leaves you feeling happy. Like, it's got a great ending. It leaves you feeling warm and fuzzy, right? And so now that leaves me at an 8. Give it an 8.
Didn't you leave it? Like, what was your teaser at the beginning? Wasn't it that when they left, you weren't sure if E.T. actually wanted to harm Elliot?
No. I don't.
was just-
And I made it very clear. I don't think that E.T. ever intended to harm Elliot. I just think that E.T. was maybe, in his ignorance, formed a bond, a supernatural bond, if you will, with Elliot that he shouldn't have, and was too stupid to. I don't know. I don't know.
So
What'd you watch this week, sir?
I watched a few things. I watched a movie, as I got my list going here. It was a 2011 film called Just Go With It. Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston. It was just one of those, I want a light comedy to watch. Don't want to think. Don't need to think. I give it a 5 out of 10. It's average. Some of the jokes make you laugh. Some of the jokes make you go, this is why I don't need to watch this again. But it's about what you'd expect.
Is that the one where they end up in Africa?
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
I think that one's with Drew Barrymore.
Oh, okay.
That you're referring to.
Right.
Don't ask me what it's called, but
Nicole Kidman's in that too.
she's in Just Go With It.
Yeah.
Very minorly, but she's there. I watched a 2020 film called Worth. And shout out to Carl. Had Stanley Tucci in it.
Why is that a shout out to Carl?
I think he was one of the actors that he picked when we did our cast ensemble.
Maybe, but I love Stanley Tucci.
I did, but I didn't pick him in my top 10. I don't love him that much. I like him.
I like him in everything he shows up in.
Well, I think you might like this.
Like The Terminal.
Didn't realize he was still in that.
Still in that?
Well,
once you're in something,
that was a weird. I didn't realize the director edited him out 20 years later.
No, Stanley Tucci's he's the guy he's the villain.
Oh,
he's the guy that's giving him all his grief.
I don't think I've seen it since it was released. Like, it's been a good 20 years.
Victor Navorsky.
I watched a movie with Stanley and with Michael Keaton. They really played off each other really well. So an attorney in Washington, D.C. battles against cynicism, bureaucracy, and politics to help with a settlement for victims from September 11th. It was a very serious movie, obviously, with the nature. It's one of those based on a true story films.
Yeah.
But Yeah, the acting was really strong. Michael Keaton, you can't go wrong. Stanley Tucci, you can't go wrong. And they really paired with They were antagonistic towards each other, but it was played in such a good way that they weren't like they had civil conversations with each other,
Right.
and there wasn't any heightened emotion. And I thought that was just a unique way to pair two characters on opposite sides of each other. Like they were really civil. They were like, I completely disagree with what's going on, what you're doing. And I just thought it was interesting that these actors really, you didn't lose an ounce of the intensity that was going on. So I gave it a 7 out of 10. It was a good movie. I don't know if I need to watch it again. It's a little bit on the serious side, but Worth is what it was called. And I thought it was worth watching. I watched, the last two things I watched were both Pixar movies. I'm trying to knock some things off the bucket list here. I watched a 2006 film called Cars.
First time?
First time. I watched a 2001 movie called Monsters Inc. Not a first time.
Not the first time. No.
I gave them both a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
For different reasons. I feel like Cars hits a ceiling and it's adequate. It's decent. It's above average. It's above the middle point.
Yeah.
But it's not great. It's not in the Toy Story level. It's not in, the Bug's Life level that you're going, ooh, that's good. Monsters, Inc., I gave the same score.
That's upsetting to me.
Monsters, Inc. is incredible and has more emotional breadth and ability. Kind of like with E.T., where you had that issue where things kind of like it stalls out and there's a bit of a pacing problem. I get that same way with Monsters, Inc. I love it, and then there's like near the ending component, it kind of just drags a little bit for me. There's kind of a component that I'm like, okay, we need to alter how we're showing this, and then it finishes incredibly strongly, and it's a great movie. I think it just has more of a ceiling than it does because of some of its pacing.
It's better than Monsters University.
Yeah, I don't remember that being good.
It's not.
I don't. Anyway, I gave those both 6 out of 10 for very vastly different reasons. But what did you watch this week?
I finished, and this is a little bit of a repeat from my discussion with Carl on this upcoming episode I did with him, but I finished watching the Harry Potter series with my mom. The big 20 years later thing that her and I started 20 years ago. 22 years ago. And we finally have watched them all together now. She had not seen...
Did you put on a fake mustache when you watched it together?
No.
A la like the ending of the one movie where they're all like really poorly aged. Like
the ending of the final one. Yeah,
Ron has like a pillow under his shirt. That's
no, but
really
see,
bad.
the thing is, I actually have aged, and so it was fine. No, so she had not seen Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows Part 1, or Deathly Hallows Part 2. And so there was a lot of surprises for her.
Sure.
Right? And she didn't know what was going to happen.
That's juicy that she's...
who was a good guy and who was a bad guy. And
yeah, that it wasn't ruined for her, in all seriousness.
Yeah. So finish that on Disney Plus. There is a remastered for IMAX 1982 Montreal Queen concert.
Oh, I just saw that was on there recently.
And it's stupendous. It's very good.
I'm not shocked you're saying that.
And I think that's it. Still watching The Simpsons.
Yep.
Still watching The Simpsons. And then, yeah. What's interesting is I have to decide what series I'm going to watch next with my mom. So,
I watched an interesting documentary about a vehicle. That was 10 feet long, 4 lanes wide, 65 tons of American pride. Canyonero.
Wow. Are you also watching The Simpsons?
I'm not. No. I just wanted to add to my Simpsons folklore there.
That's crazy that you... Yeah. That's good memory.
Unexplained fires are a matter for the courts.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to recite... I can make a flaming mow, but I couldn't recite... I couldn't recite that, so that's something.
I practiced all week.
Wrap it up, sir.
Well, thank you for listening, whether it's because you're new to the show and are into ET, whether you're joining us again, we really appreciate you being here. Check out all our socials, Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter. Give us a good like, give us a good subscribe, leave us a good rate and review where you can. Check out our Patreon page below. It's ways for us to help pay you back for supporting us, whether it by bonus votes for when we have our voting options, for having the video versions of some of our key episodes, and also some bonus content for bonus episodes, bonus songs that Carl sings, and bonus things that we just put up there just for patrons only. And it's a way for you to help support the show. We appreciate it. Running a podcast isn't free, and it just helps us pay the bills. And we do appreciate all our Patreon supporters. We truly appreciate you for all the various types of support that you give us. And until
And we have merch.
And we have merch, the merchandise page. Another way.
Including, for a limited time, our 5-year t-shirt.
Yes. Yes.
And
it's pretty cool.
It's a sick shirt.
Yeah.
It's a sick shirt.
Yeah, not as sick as Elliot, but
and
it's
we have at some point coming. I don't know when yet. But Movie Men posters.
Yes.
Hit that, and they're cool.
Mm-hmm.
They're cool.
Mm-hmm.
They're designed very specifically so that there's room for, and it would look real nice to have 3 silver Sharpie autographs on it.
Oh, man.
And I know for a fact, before it even goes up for sale, I know that we've sold one of those that will require signatures.
Let's do it.
So
yeah,
autographs, I guess.
Yeah.
Signature makes it sound legally binding.
Yeah, which it is.
Yeah.
So until next time, stay tuned for upcoming votes, upcoming episodes with Carl and Brady. We also continue the Planet of the Apes series. Stay tuned for that. And until next time, my father's in Mexico.
You have no father. Your father is just a set of keys.